it's Jill. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you, welcome if you're new, and welcome back if you have been here. Today I'm working on the Ariel diamond painting from Crystal Canvas, and it is a collab with Margie Franklin. And I'm starting on her hair now, so hopefully it won't take long. I know right now I think Amy might be sold out of all of them right now because she's had trouble getting them out of China, like everyone has. So, but I think she's like getting some shipped. I think she said on her group. I don't know. I know this design she is no longer having made. I don't know if it didn't sell well or what, but she's not going to be carrying this one. I saw that because someone in the group asked, I think. And so, but her website is crystalcanvas.us, and she has some right now, but she'll have a lot more once she gets her shipments. I think the problem was shipping this time, and then she ordered a bunch more, but those have to be made, I think, if I read her group right. And I hope I did, but if you just go to her website, you can see what she has in right now, and it's always changing. She always whenever she gets shipments, she gets new designs. And you can also order customs through her if you want a crystal custom. So, but everything out of China is like, I think most places are having trouble getting stuff out of China because of different, it's not, I mean, first of all, yes, it's the virus, but then there's the what companies are taking shipments from China. Even if companies could be up and running, a lot of companies have stopped shipping, and a lot of the shipping companies I know have been like having problems because they don't have customers anymore, like shipping stuff. And so it's been hard on a lot of different people. We don't know how long this is going to take to help resolve itself or anything, because this is a new strain of virus, and they really don't know too much about it. Even if people say they do, there's not much known about this one, except that it is very similar. It is similar to SARS in that it causes pneumonia, but it's different in that it is very, very contagious. And it can be contagious when you have no symptoms. And then another difference is that like with SARS, it was much easier for them to contain. And with this one, containment efforts have not really worked well in most countries. Although South Korea, whatever measures they're taking, it is working there, because even though they keep getting new cases, their death rate is much lower than any other country. So whatever they are doing is working. And so stuff should, I mean, we really don't know when stuff will be coming out of China again. I think some websites are having an easier time. Like, I know Margie's still been getting stuff from eBay. And I think any of the websites that have to have them completed before they put them up on their website, they're fine. I know I ordered one in, like, January, I want to say, from Treasure Studios Art, and it arrived this past week. It was kind of confusing because I never really understand how 17 track works. Usually, the only time I get stuff from 17 track is when it's like from AliExpress, and it's stuff that like they had to like reship or something. So it's not typical for me to get stuff from 17 tracks, so I wasn't sure whether it came, and then I got a call from my rental office because all packages here go there, so that the mailman only has to make like one delivery, because my leasing office owns like a block of property, so it's much easier for them to just go to one building than to go to like a bunch of different buildings, because like all the apartment buildings around here are all like, they have like 10 apartments and then a townhouse built on, so it's kind of like 11, but 11 units per building, and so that would be a lot of different buildings to go to for the mailman. So I mean, I think like where I get my regular mail, there's like at least 6 buildings worth of mail, so they have a lot of property here, so it's kind of nice because then we don't have to go to the post office, and they can just tell you if you've got something, because I noticed it was in St. Paul, so I didn't know like when it was going to be delivered or anything. And but Rachel at Treasure Studios Arts has some new artists, and a lot of companies now are starting to do, or some of the companies, at least the ones like outside of China, I guess, are starting to do licensed artworks. So like I know Diamond Art Club was known for that, and I'm not sure, but I think the whole time Treasure Studios Arts has always had licensed artwork. The one that I'm getting, I actually have seen all over AliExpress, but it's not the whole image, and it is actually stolen artwork from one of her artists. And Rachel has some really cool new artists. One of her artists is doing fantasy stuff, and the other one is doing a lot of like bodyscapes, but it's under black light, so it's really cool. And I mean, I like Diamond Art Club. I like them. I like a lot of their, well, I like some of their artists. Some of their newer artists are not necessarily like my style, but other people, they are. So, I mean, you can't expect any company to have any, but a difference between Treasure Studios Arts and Diamond Art Club is Treasure Studios Art, you can order like most of their images, including their like licensed images, in either round or square. So you don't, it's not set by the company what you, it's, most of their images are, you can get them round or square. I haven't seen any that are just round or square, but they may have some. I haven't like really investigated that. And Rachel at Treasure Studios Arts is really quick at responding. She's like, you can have like customs made of not even, it doesn't even have to be like necessarily just your photo. She can add backgrounds, she can make images for you, because she is a graphic artist, so she has that on top of like diamond paintings and paint by numbers. I know right now, I don't know if she's working on it on YouTube, but I know I've seen it on Instagram that like Sherry from Diamond Art Addiction is working on the custom of her grandson, and she has a picture of like, and I know I saw on her Instagram a picture of the picture she sent to Rachel, and then Rachel did a background to make it into a fall scene, and she did a really good job. So if you want customs that are somewhat adjusted, or where you need some like lighting adjustment or something, I would go to Treasure Studios Art. And Treasure Studios Art does not use the same kind of adhesive as anywhere else that I've seen. I think she's the only one that uses it. It's like a photo mounting adhesive, so it's like archival and everything, and it's not gonna like crack or anything like, I guess, over years poured glue could. And I'm sure that would happen with like double-sided adhesive that you get from like the AliExpress stores. So and she has some really good artists. I really like the one that I'm getting in the mail, or the one that came to my rental office, I just haven't gone and picked it up yet, is by Howard Robinson, and it's like an ocean scene. And I know like a lot of the AliExpress websites have like the different like animal selfies, but through searching Rachel's website, I found that those are all Howard Robinson images. So they're all legally licensed to Treasure Studios Art. And I guess the AliExpress stores must just be stealing it. And so when I discovered that, I was really glad that I had not ordered the image yet. And I went ahead and ordered it from Treasure Studios Art because it is legally licensed to them. So they have the right to produce his images into diamond paintings. And like the cat selfie ones and all the other ones. I didn't realize they were made by him, but they are. So if I wanted any more of those, I would now go through Treasure Studios. But, I mean, it's so hard. When I was starting diamond painting like a year ago, well, a little over a year ago now, it was hard to know, like, are the images copyrighted? Because China doesn't really have copyright laws, and so it's really hard to tell. And then you're buying from China, but you don't really know if it's just, if you don't take time to research images, it's hard to know. So, I mean, pretty much everybody knows, like, I don't know, like, the styles of, like, Mandy Manzano, who watches, like, other YouTube channels, because most of the YouTube channels have a lot of Mandy. But, I've seen other artists work on different websites, and it also depends on, like, the copyright laws of the country that the artist is in. Like, if you put something on the web, but it's not a copyrighted image, I'm not sure how that works. It may be licensed and it may not. It all depends, I guess. I usually assume it is, but I mean, like, Van Gogh and stuff at this point isn't licensed, isn't copyrighted anymore. But, or wouldn't be considered a copyrighted image, but like artists that are still around, their work usually is copyrighted. I'm not sure for sure, but I mean, usually they would copyright their work. And it's only when, like, other countries get it that it gets stolen. And then the copyright laws, it's complicated because it's actually legal in China for a lot of companies to just take copyrighted images. And it's not legal, it's not illegal for them to sell them to you. So it's harder to tell when you find images on, like, AliExpress and stuff. But and then Treasure Studios Arts also has, like, Rachel has some of her, I think they're hers, I'm not sure, but they're, like, I know they're called signature designs, and they are really pretty. And I'm not positive, but I think, at least I've heard this, I'm not sure, but I'd have to email her to know, but I think I've heard that her rounds are, like, they're the same width as, like, as squares normally are. So if you, there wouldn't be much of a difference between a round and square with her company. I haven't ordered a round. I want to eventually, but right now, kind of need to not buy. So don't know when I'll get around to that, but it'll be interesting because from images I've seen on, like, Instagram and stuff, the rounds do look smaller than your typical rounds, and I think I heard someone say that they are. not positive who. It might have been Sherry. I'm not sure. But she was the one who introduced me to Treasure Studios Arts. And so, like, a lot of my information about, like... And I know she did start with rounds from them. I don't know if she's done squares from them. I don't know, but they do both. And if you have any problems with Treasure Studios Arts or any questions, every time I've emailed, because I was talking about doing a custom one time. I was talking with Rachel about having a custom design. But every time I've emailed the support, it's been Rachel directly. And the reason that, like, Treasure Studios Art can offer round or square is because they don't actually send in your order to have it made until you place your order. So, in that sense, it's a little bit like AliExpress, but it's not near the same because she keeps you updated. You can email her about your order. She has an awesome, like, policy. Like, if an accident happens, like, and you, like, everything goes flying and, like, your canvas ends up glue side down on the carpet or something, all you'll have to do is take a picture of it and it's guaranteed. I think she said, I read it. I was reading the policy on the website and I was like, this is different. Like, in a good way. Like, I've never heard of the company offering this. I think she said on her website that she'd had that happen, and I'm like, oh no. And, I mean, if your animal knocks everything over, you just take a picture of it. If your drills get mixed up, all you do is take a picture and she'll send out more diamonds. If you run out, she says, I mean, they say they pack 30% extra, but if you, like, drop one color and you run out, all you have to do is email her and she will help you get enough to complete your diamond painting. And the photo mounting film, that isn't, I'm currently working on one from Treasure Studios Arts. I'm working on a lot of them, a lot of different ones at the same time, because I just happen to do that. I don't know why. But that one, it's the photo mounting film. If you want to know what it kind of is like when working on it, it kind of feels like a cross between pour glue and the double-sided adhesive when you're working on it, because it is a little more firm when you first put the diamonds down, but you can still move them. So it's not as unforgiving as, like, double-sided adhesive, where it's really hard to move them, and you can even sometimes break the plastic on your tip trying to move a diamond on double-sided adhesive. So it's kind of in between those two. So it's really easy to work with, and since it's like what they use in museums and stuff to to like protect images and stuff, it is, you can know that your diamond painting is probably going to last longer than you, which I found kind of interesting. And I don't know what's going on here today. I'm not having luck with my multiplacers on this. I think this area might be a little less, might be, I don't know if it had, because when your diamonds want to slide and stick, or slide and not stay put on pour glue, it is not actually a defect. It's just that it hasn't cured long enough, and sometimes that happens. And if that happens with pour glue, the answer is just to leave it open to air for a while and just test it like every hour or so, and it should stop. It should get cured to where it is not sliding around. So that is one thing I've learned. And I don't know, this is going slow, so I'll probably turn the camera off for a little bit and come back to finish her hair for this week. So I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, everyone, I'm back. I did run out of one color, but I think I'm just gonna email Amy from Crystal Canvas Designs, and I'm sure I've heard other people have run out, and she sent them the diamonds they were missing, so I'm sure it's not a big deal. I think she keeps some of every color. Not positive, but I think she said that in her group. I was missing quite a few, though. I was shocked, but things happen, so I'll just contact her, and hopefully I'll have them before I finish the rest. That'll probably depend if she has them at her house or if she has to order them, because I know she's been having trouble ordering stuff from China, so I'm not 100% sure, like, if she has them or not. But I should know by next week, because I know she responds to email much quicker than like Facebook Messenger or anything. So I just plan on emailing her and letting her know, and basically asking her what she wants me to do, and hopefully she has them, but if not, I will just wait for them, because it's kind of a lot that are missing. It's like this whole area right in here is missing. So hopefully she has them, but I don't know. I think she has a new way of coding her canvases too for the newer ones. So I'm really not completely sure how it works for the older ones, the older designs. So, but I know she's really quick to ship if you order like from the US. I think she ships USPS, and I think it's priority if I remember correctly, because I got it in like 2 days, so it was really fast. But I know she's like really low on designs right now because of the mail situation in China, and so I think, and like even places like AliExpress and stuff had to change, like, I know they had to change like how they mailed stuff, so I don't know if like certain places in China are mailing now, or I don't know, I know what's going on. Because I know like before Evermoment had to close because of the coronavirus, when they reopened, they were shipping a different way, and that's what drove the prices up. And so I'm not sure how they're mailing stuff now. Like, if certain systems are back up and some aren't, or if it's more what countries they go through. Because I know some countries won't allow stuff from China. So it all depends. Sorry. But, I know that, like, some parts of China are open, some parts aren't, and it just depends where people are in China, and then, like, what ports they go through, and all kinds of stuff. So there's all kinds of logistics on why stuff's taking longer right now. And even if the, like, if the factory sends stuff, it's gonna probably be longer because of, it depends, I guess, where in the country they are and how close they are to somewhere that is open to ship. Because I heard even, like, Apple and, like, other tech companies are really getting hit because of their factories not being able to be open in China, and all kinds of stuff has happened because of that. So I think I'm just going to let you guys go and finish. There's not a whole lot of this color. It's just the rest of the red that you see, but it's really looking really nice. I really like it so far, and hopefully I'll have the rest of the diamonds by next time. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.